Hey, what's going on? It's Boss Britt, the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ eXeL.
And this is
the No Homo Show,
where everything we talk about
is homo as f.
Gay, 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 gay.
You was excited about that, huh?
Okay, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Turn y'all post notifications on.
Yes, and if you at work and you don't want, everybody to hear us, listen to us on Apple or Spotify podcast. Shout out to Revolt. We going big.
Whole lot of
Gay.
Ow. We got a special guest in the building today, y'all. So please do the honors and introduce yourself, let people know who you are and what you do.
Hey y'all, I'm Daniella, the creator. I'm a model, influencer, content creator, creative director, just a creator all around. So yeah, that's me.
And we outside.
Yeah, we
today.
Are. Y'all, we usually record during the weekday, but it's the weekend, so Britt acting like she a boss today. You just should be acting like a little
concoction over here, they would call it concoction.
But Daniella is 21 days.
Hey,
sober.
Shout
okay.
out to the 21
From everything.
Days. From everything.
Yes.
Come on.
What's everything?
Like anything that gets you inebriated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or under the influence.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, okay.
21 sober from that.
Period.
Has
Shout out to
Has
you.
it been hard? Has it been?
In the beginning it was, but like the mission is much deeper than it. So I was like, I ain't gonna mess it up. So it's been
So
cool.
what is the motivation behind it?
So the motivation is I needed to refocus.
Okay.
Like when I tell you I depended on being inebriated to get myself out of stressful situations. Like if I was mad that day, first thing I would do, go home, make me a drink, roll a blunt. Like that was what I would do. And then I'm like, you know what? You ain't even took your shoes off yet.
Okay.
So I need to refocus and just kind of get my mind clear. And then also gut health is really important with alcohol. And I got to get rid of my food pile a little bit. So that was also the thing.
I feel you. Come on, practicing healthy habits.
All right. So
we're going to take a drink for you. Y'all know I don't drink like
say
that.
healthy habits and be like,
Right.
I got ice in here.
we so toxic, you lying.
Sugar-free lemonade.
This girl put sugar-free lemonade
I do got sugar-free lemonade.
and apple juice.
Healthy
It's
habits.
The No Homo Show is going on tour and we're hitting a city near you. You do not want to miss this live show filled with comedy, real stories, and dope entertainment. We also got a few VIP tickets left, so get your tickets now at thenohomoshow.com.
Whole lot of gay shit. Whole lot of gay. I like that.
All right, look, so we start off our show with Skittles and Riddles. So you gotta think gay. If you get it wrong, Britt gotta take a shot.
Damn, why me?
And shout out to all the viewers that try to get this and mad every time. Some of y'all be getting them right though.
Yeah, I heard the last episode or the one before that. People was coming like, we actually got it right. Shout out to y'all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
ready?
Yep.
Yeah, we ready.
Okay, cool. I picked green because that's my favorite color.
Okay.
Mine too, period, Aquarius gang gang.
You gotta read it out loud.
It's something dumb probably.
It's always
What's
something.
a lesbian romantic movie called?
A lesbian romantic movie.
Let's be honest.
Her opera.
Her opera.
The soap opera. Her opera. Les opera.
You gotta try.
Lesbian romantic movie?
In Betweener.
In between.
Okay.
Ooh, look, I feel like that's right.
That should be
I'm
the
sorry.
answer if it ain't.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm here for that one.
I was wrong.
I don't. You
I know.
probably aren't right. I say let's be honest.
Okay. Let's be honest.
All right. What number was that?
This was number 31.
Comment what y'all think it is. Let us know if y'all got it right too. Don't be lying either, because some of y'all be lying.
All right. That's your final answer?
In Betweener.
Okay. Chick lit.
Stop.
Not chick flick. Chick lick.
like in real life.
It's a chick lit. Chick lick. Not
Chick lick.
Not chick flick.
Lick.
Chick flick would have just been okay. Why gotta be lick?
Cause it's gay.
That's dumb.
It's always done, by the way.
I think it should have been chick flick.
I I think so too.
It's crazy.
Chick lick, like L-I-C-K.
The thing is, this game creates its own words.
Yeah,
so it's never like a word that you would think of. It's some shit
no,
that they
it'll make up a whole new word.
What's a chick lick? Ain't nobody ever heard of a chick lick.
No,
because you ain't make one yet.
You feel me?
You gotta make a
chick lick coming soon.
Okay, period.
All right, well, let's get into some gay shit, you know what I'm saying? And thank you again for being a part of today's episode.
Thank
you. The way that we always start is with your coming out story. So please let the people know how it was, when it was for you.
Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. So this was my sophomore year of college. Mind you, I already knew, like, probably the age of 9, something was a little wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, something a little different, right?
You was looking, what was you doing?
I didn't do nothing that early, but I just knew.
Okay.
Something was a little bit different.
I feel you.
You know, and I couldn't quite call it. But, so sophomore year of college, I was 19, and I was like, you know, I've been doing a whole lot of gay shit. Let me just, like, tell my mama, right?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you see how I threw that in there? You know, had to make it smooth.
Yeah.
But, so I called my mom, and I was just like, I have something I need to tell you. Like, I don't know why I had the balls that day, but Aquarius impulse, I was like, I'm about to call her right now. So I called her, and I was like, Mom, I have to tell you that I'm not just interested in boys. I think I really like girls a lot.
Yes,
and she was like, I already knew that.
Oh, she already knew.
She already knew.
How did she know? Like,
I had no idea. She said she had her suspicions, and she was just waiting on me to tell her.
Were you doing like little gay stuff on
I don't
the low,
know.
but not on the low?
I feel like so I had like girlfriends, but I always said they were friends.
Were they
was
studs?
Right, was they studs?
No.
Oh, okay.
They weren't. So that's why I didn't really know if
Maybe
she
y'all
knew.
was flirty around each other.
I
like,
think so. You know, little
Too
sleepovers.
giggly.
I don't know what she heard, but she
Oh,
Am I lesbians? We be slick with them sleepovers. We need to stop
sure
doing
do.
that. We need to stop being
My
fresh
friend
at our
come
mama's
over.
sleepovers. You thought we in there eating popcorn.
we in there eating coochie.
Okay.
Y'all getting it poppin'.
Getting poppin'. That's hilarious.
And she was all right with it.
She was fine with it. She mentioned, she was like, of course I want you to have some babies. But I was like, I can have babies with a girl too.
Correct.
Yeah.
And she was fine with it. So she's been super supportive ever since then. So I'm like happy that I got her back. Like even now, she's like, I don't know who you gonna bring in this house.
Yeah.
As long as they treat you right. And I'm like,
That's
thank
good.
you, mama.
That's
That's
what-
solid.
yeah.
That's how it should be right there.
And I can say my mom was more concerned about the babies thing. And I respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my mama still ain't get no baby for me. I'm sorry, mama. I don't think it's gonna happen. But we need to like kind of normalize like not everybody has kids. I think
because everybody not even fit to be parents.
Come on.
Hold on, I wasn't saying I wasn't fit.
Oh, not you. No shade, no shade. But some people just not fit.
Yeah,
you know?
it's not in them. I don't know. I'm stuck with mine.
Do you have kids?
I have no kids.
Okay.
Yeah, 34, no kids.
Okay, and you're
Yeah.
bisexual, by the way.
More leaning towards the lady side.
Hey now!
I'm not doing
I hate
giving
Britt.
90%.
Yeah. I have attraction to everyone. And it's crazy because I kind of thought I probably was pansexual just because I've been attracted to, you know, trans women. I've been attracted to. So I was like, maybe I'm not pan. I don't know, but I've never acted on it. So I don't know if it was presented to me, would I? Possibly. So I don't know where I would fall in that. And I honestly don't really like labels. I just like what I like. But I know I like me some women.
Okay, period.
And I think it's crazy because a lot of women that said they're bisexual that we have interviewed said they lean more towards women. Is there a specific reason?
Yeah, let us know.
I mean, men are just no shade. But they're not it for me.
Close your ears. Close your ears. He be feeling.
Is it like
I don't know what it is.
Emotionally wise?
It is. It's like I feel like I've had deeper conversations with women. We're able to understand each other more.
Yeah.
I've laughed more with women. Like it's just we have that connection that I don't really have with men.
Yeah.
And then there's also a trust factor too. I don't trust a man do. And that's something I'm working on. You know, I'm in therapy, all this stuff to work on some past traumas and why I feel that way.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. I just have a deeper connection with women. It's more spiritual than anything. So,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Shout out to the 90% gay in her.
Britt came up with her own percentage of everything. This girl is hilarious.
Hey, and she's in Aquarius, by the way, if y'all ain't heard that. So
Come
shout
on
out to
now.
all of my Aquarius watching, you know what I'm saying?
Drive me crazy.
Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so We know that you are a voice for the plus size women, and we love that. Because I love women no matter the size.
Not you. You know, I had to grab the Futabari real quick.
Okay, so just real quick, like, what does that mean to you as far as, like, being a voice and an advocate for plus size women?
Yeah, so this is really, really big for me because I feel like we get this, everybody has these thoughts about plus size women, and I hate it. It's like we don't deserve love, we not deserve enough good things in life, we don't deserve to be happy, we don't deserve to show who we are on camera, social media. Like, it's so stupid to me. And I support body positivity with everyone, and that really means that if you want to change yourself, you want to lose some weight, that's fine, but you need to love yourself in every single stage that you're in.
Come on
so
now.
if you 300 pounds, love yourself in that stage. You want to lose 50 pounds, still love yourself at that 50-pound weight loss. But like, I want people to be happy in the body that they're in, regardless of what society is telling them that you don't deserve love and you shouldn't be that way, you shouldn't be happy. Really doesn't matter what they say, as long as you love yourself. If you decide to change it, that's up to you. That's not up to anybody else. But I really want to push that to just, people just need to love who they are in every single stage that they're in.
Facts.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, and quick question.
What's up?
When people say BBW, is that an insult?
I hate being called
Because
BBW.
I feel like
What does
people
that mean
think
again, BBW?
beautiful, big woman.
Beautiful woman.
Oh.
Big, beautiful woman. So
Okay,
I don't
never
like
knew what
that.
it actually meant.
because it's kind of like,
BBW.
it doesn't sound bad, but when you think about it, it's like, would you tell somebody, hey, you're beautiful for being skinny or little?
Right.
Or you're
Did Drake
beautiful
make
for
that
being black? Or you're beautiful for being white?
Come on.
Yeah, that's
So y'all got an acronym for that? Because I ain't heard
Right.
about that one, but y'all got one for a big, beautiful woman. I don't
Like,
know.
Did Drake make that up though? Some real
He
shit?
did.
Because
I
Drake
feel
was
like
the first
nobody
person
said
I
it until he
heard
said it.
For
say
real?
that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard
Same.
it. I like my girls BBW. It's been around?
Yeah, the men is
Oh,
going
and
to tell you
porn.
different. Yeah, I think the men going to say something different.
You like that kind of porn, huh?
Yeah.
I see what
But
you
even
did
why
there.
does porn? Why do they say ebony?
Why do they say ebony?
Yeah.
Wait, they're not? Because I watch.
No, but
porn
when
now.
you type in, no, but sometimes you have to type in like ebony women and it'd be black women.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
why?
Who came
I
up with
have
these
no idea.
terms?
I think the whole Ebony and Ivory song back in the day,
Okay.
because Ivory was white and
Okay.
Ebony was
Got
black,
it.
so I think
That's
I don't know
hilarious.
if that is what it's supposed to be, but that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
you
know.
don't prefer BBW? So
Absolutely not.
What is it like? Plus size? Like what?
It's
Do it even
it's
have to be a term?
It's
Like-
another label,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, why I can't just be another woman?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to put me in this category? Like, no. Why BBW for one? I feel has like a sexual type of thing around it, because
Okay.
I mean that's what you search in your in porns, right? That's what you're searching for is BBW. So I don't want to be called that. It's no.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Fair
like
enough
a
there.
backwards ass compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will literally not
BBW.
talk to somebody who says it to me.
Facts.
That's really it, because I already know what you're looking at me as.
So
in my
are-
opinion.
Are there any misconceptions to plus size women that you would like to talk about? Or
God.
yeah, I just gotta say plus size. I don't know what this, if we talking on that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like folks only want us to have sex with us, and they don't think that we're like worthy of a relationship. Cause they'll say it. I looked on social media. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll have sex with you, but are we gonna wife you up?" I hear this everywhere, and I'm like, "Who the hell told y'all that?"
That's
Just
crazy.
I know plenty of plus size women that are married and happy. But people think that we're not supposed to get married or we're not ever going to be wifed up.
That's
that we're
weird.
only just worthy enough to have sex with. I hate that misconception, because I'm like, baby, that's not me.
Yeah.
I think you just think, like
That's crazy.
if
Yeah.
you're attracted to beauty and
Right.
stuff, like, all right, if you're not that good looking, then all right, the
Yeah.
odds might be against you, sis. But
Because I ain't gonna lie, I always wanted to take me down. Look, y'all know I'm a little, but y'all saying I always wanted to goddamn get up in the.
all right, so
I got some questions about
Yeah.
some sexual
You
things.
can ask away.
are there any
Okay.
other misconceptions you want to speak on? Before?
That is the biggest one
Yeah.
that I hate. Of course, everybody, has their comments about us. They hate a little bit on the plus size girls, especially
Yeah.
if we happy and we run around here doing what we want apologetically. They're like, "How dare you be that happy?
Right, like it's
You
a crime
have
or
the
some
nerve."
shit.
I'm like, dang, I'm just trying to live life like you, boo.
Yeah.
I like my
People
outfit
wear
just
it.
like you. Why I can't put it on social media?
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me. But that biggest one is that we're not worthy of a relationship and we only are worthy for sex. I hate that.
Yeah.
So incorrect.
So are you attracted to other plus size women and men?
I have been, yeah. Plus size women, I have been attracted to them. But I do have a certain type. I was about to say, do you have a type?
Like, is it too much going on? Like, because I heard somebody say that, like, we both can't be, you know what I'm saying?
It can, I don't want to create a little friction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
it's starting a little fire. So a lot of thighs that you gotta, you know, and anybody, y'all, listen, the scissoring thing is already, that's going to be challenging. Very, very challenging. So
I can only imagine.
It's not only challenging for you. My friend got challenges because she got height difference. So it's the challenges is everywhere for everybody. But
once you get that good groove, then you straight.
Period.
But like it's a little bit more difficult if it's 2 plus size women. Yeah. So yeah.
I would like to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see that shit, like some real shit. All right. So when it comes, do you date studs and like masculine presenting women?
I don't have a history of it, but I'm open. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming in the bedroom, do you use strap?
So I've actually never used a strap on.
You've never used a strap on?
But I am a master muncher, baby.
Okay, come on,
master muncher.
That's a new shirt.
Ooh, let me write that down. That's a good one. We'll cut you in.
Man, y'all give me some credit on that one.
Okay,
yeah, we need credit as long as you ain't trying to take a %. All right.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, and I know you've never experienced it, but I was wondering because our friend Glamazon Tate was up here, and she was saying because she got a fat ass, like certain size straps don't work for her. So I know like y'all be having a lot of ass back there. So like do certain size straps.
God, you might need to spend a little money on one.
You might need to get a little attention.
So you have straps used on you though? Or
no, she's never used it.
Oh, no, so you never used it on nobody? Okay.
Now, dildos, vibrators, handcuffs, bondages. That stuff, you know.
Freak, y'all.
I got some kinks. I got some kinks, but I've never done the strap on. So that'll be new for me if I ever experience that.
And there's any reason why not? Like I'm not against it. It's just
so I typically I'm like Daddy Danny. I'm more
Daddy Danny.
aggressive, you know what I'm saying?
So I love that
I just haven't experienced it, but if it happens, I'm down.
Yeah, and I can't stand one thing that I be saying in comments, even on our show, is people be saying like, "How are you having real sex if you're not using the strap on?" Like, you can have sex with a woman and not use a strap on. You can still come. Yeah. You can still like strap is not the end all be all.
Especially when you're into kinks.
Okay.
So what's your favorite kink?
Okay, let's talk about the kinky kinks.
Damn.
Oh, she thinking about it right now. You little freak.
I like bondage.
Yeah.
Bad. I love that down.
For people that are not aware of what bondage means, like what is bondage?
So if you have like, it's like straps that can kind of hold your hands together so you're not moving.
Oh yes.
I do like rope play. So anything that has me like to where I can't go anywhere. I don't know what it is. Like
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's anything that keeps me like constricted and I can't do anything, I absolutely love that. I also like impact play, so that is fun.
So
impact,
what's
like,
impact
play?
Smacking a butt.
Oh, smack the butt. Come here.
Bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. You do that again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I think it's something like that. Y'all should turn red over there.
Y'all got a little about to beat her ass red. Y'all see that? I don't think I'll do good with impact play because I'm like, all right, because I think there's a little even when I'm playing, like there's like you know how like you immediate reaction, like if somebody hit you too hard, like you kind of like hold up,
like, hold on, wait a minute.
I don't want to snap. I don't want to
see, and I get the opposite reaction. I'm like, oh, okay, do that again.
Oh,
you know one thing I want to get into role play.
Oh,
have you done that before? What's some tips? Cause like I'm so goofy and it's like I want to be kind of, but my girl goofy too. I feel like we'd be laughing and having a good time. But like, what kind of role play have you done? Give me some ideas. I know about the school teacher.
She getting excited over here,
y'all.
Give
me something different to take.
I did hear one you said. I heard a podcast. You said something crazy.
Yeah, I do have a thing for serial killers like Michael Myers, Scream, Freddy, Jason. Like I don't know what
Jason
it is.
ugly.
But if you put that
Not
hockey
Freddy
mask
Krueger. Like, what?
I don't know what it is, y'all. I have a thing for the whole serial killer thing. So you put that mask on, and you got that little, a knife. It's real or fake, and it's just like, oh my God.
Wait,
please
real
don't
or
kill
fake?
me. It can be real or fake.
So, oh my God, he didn't kill me.
Look at H. Give me that.
Yeah, come on.
Did this make you hot? Did this make you hot?
Why I look like a pizza?
It's been through a lot.
My boy got big head
that
over
would
there.
been through a lot. It's the real or fake knife for me.
So it's like them really wearing a mask.
Yeah. I'm telling you, try it.
Hold up. What was you doing with this mask?
Halloween.
I thought you was role playing over here.
And how were you introduced to it? Like, was it your idea? Was it the other person's idea?
It
Were
was
they
my
okay?
idea.
Did they think you were kind of like?
No.
Crazy.
Because some people might have these kind of fetishes, but feel kind of weird presenting them to people like they don't want to be judged for it.
I don't really care what anybody think of me, so I just tell them like, look, this is what I like. And people who already know me, after meeting me for like an hour, they like, oh, she a little thrown off in the head. So whatever I say is kind of like not a surprise to them. So yeah, when I said it, I was like, all right, cool.
So like you said, like let's say like somebody's really interested in you and they ain't never role play, like you're telling them, I don't know how I could be serious or that confident. I guess it's maybe you like seeing your reaction or something like, okay, she really down, but like the whole time I'll be thinking, bro, I really got this mask on. The screen mask look like.
I want to do that so bad.
I don't know how I navigate that. I know a little alcohol helps.
Okay.
So a little liquid courage will kind of get you there. But like, you really can't do that with everybody. So if you have like a connection and you like really like them, like you done already farted in front of them, I feel like that's when you kind of can be a little bit more comfortable with doing it. You can't do that with somebody you just met. So.
And you know what? Also like, what's it called? It's not bondage, but I guess kink, like with the whips and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So somebody years ago that I dated told me they liked that, right? But they honestly never showed me, like, I think they wanted me to do it, but I ain't never got to do it.
Yeah.
If you like that,
like guide me.
Yeah, if you like that, not even necessarily like I don't want you to hit my boy. I'm about to.
The new Future just dropped me over there.
No, but like if you like that and you want me to do that, make me feel comfortable in the sense of like kind of dumbing down what you know and not. Because it can be very intimidating because like I low-key want to satisfy you. I don't want to look stupid.
Want to hurt you either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that you should just introduce somebody if they don't have any type of knowledge, because having kinks and BDSM, that requires like a certain level of like consent.
Right.
So I don't think you should just be like, I'm about to whip you right now. You're like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't never did it before. So I think slowly introducing it would be good. And then also videos. You can always look and see how it works.
Do your research.
So yeah, you got to do your research. You can't just throw that in there.
Yeah, for the record, I would have been the one whipping, but it's
okay,
like,
period. Yeah, we about to beat my
don't make it clear.
Don't show me on me, bitch. But like low key, like I don't know how hard you want it. Like I don't want to hit you like no, bitch, but then I ain't trying to f you up either. So
something you got to talk through. Like, is that too hard? Like, just kind of making sure. No,
I'm like, are you okay?
Okay.
How are you? Because I've had to introduce it before.
Yeah. Have you had any bad experiences? Like something went wrong, like it wouldn't untie, or you got stuck? Is it giving Gina with the headboard? Y'all was trying to be on the headboard.
That's hilarious.
I don't like nipple clamps, so that was something that I experienced that I hated. Like, I almost lost it. I was like, I do not like that. Don't ever use that again.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably the only thing. But other than that, because I do my research and there's always consent with it, I don't really have any problems. So.
You like nipple clamps?
Yeah, nipple clamps.
Maybe I should go try some nipple clamps. It's
That
been a
ain't
while. I
my thing.
haven't really tried it.
I don't want no nipple clamps.
Not a fan.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Some people like it.
Yeah.
But not me.
Shout out all my girls who like them nipple
And
clamps.
with bondage, right? You gotta low key know how to tie these knots.
Yep.
That's a whole other thing. Like
I think it's called shibari. I think that's what it's called. That's the technical
Name
term
Shabari.
for it.
Hold on, I don't know.
I
do
think
know
it's
a
called
hood called
Shabari.
Shabari.
But are you doing like the bondage over your head and stuff? Are you doing it in front of you, like on the headboard?
There's one where you can wrap behind your neck and your hands are like this and you can't move. There's one where it's hog tied like this, and it's tied to like your legs, so you're kind of like legs and hands are like this.
I heard about that one.
There's one where you have the bars. I think they're extender bars or something, where you can have it tied to your leg and you literally cannot move. That is another form of bondage. Those are only ones I experienced. Handcuffs, of course, that was easy.
Okay, period. Not tight enough. Get this out of here. Give me the rope.
You know. But yeah,
that's what's up. Okay, and when it comes to just people who like they have a fantasy of maybe wanting to date a plus size woman and they want to know how to go about it sexually, do you like being on the top or the bottom? Is it a difference? Is it any type of challenge with the top and the bottom?
So if you're smaller, then it can be a bit of a challenge, only if you're in your head. Because I know I've been in my head before and I'm like, I'm about to crush this girl.
Yeah.
And really, she just like, if you don't come on and has no problem, she ain't breathing, she ain't suffocating, she ain't dying, she's still alive. I'm like, you still alive? You know?
Good down there?
So I think it is kind of like we in our head a little bit. And then also with the scissoring too, you can kind of be in your head with that too, because you're already thinking like, damn, are we gonna do this? Like my thighs are too big. Gotta get out your head. Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah,
man. Just go for it, y'all. And be confident when you do it, okay?
That's a fact. Well, since we're talking about sexual pleasing,
Ooh.
you know we are sponsored by Starship. Have you ever heard of Starship?
I have.
You got
I am
something?
a frequent shopper.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, anybody else that wants to shop at Starship, y'all can use our discount code.
Yeah, No Homo Show. You get 15% off, so you should use it as well. Go to shopstarship.com. No Homo Show, 15% off.
But listen, don't worry about it, because we got you, sweetheart.
I know that's right.
Gift for you
I know
today.
this is probably not your first one, but sometimes, stop cheating.
Okay.
Sometimes you need more than one because you don't wore the first one out.
Okay.
These are facts.
We got you the rose. I know you wore your first rose out. That thing, the petals fell off that first rose.
I actually lost my rose.
You lost it.
I lost it. I don't know where it's at.
How you lose a rose?
So I also have I have a toy in my car too. So I can't really, y'all. My life is a little crazy. So.
And traffic like it's getting slow. Might as well get this shit off real quick. Get out the car feeling good. Like, hey, what traffic?
Happy. Yeah, I don't know how I lost it, but I can't find it.
That's
but don't worry, girl.
We got you.
We had a feeling you lost it.
Hey.
Thank you.
Say thank you, Starship.
Thank you, Starship.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, shout out to the roses, man, because that one right there is it's a good one.
Some things now.
It's a good one.
They did their thing when they created it.
Okay, for real, for real.
Sure did.
All right, and then just in general, because like I really appreciate, you know, you being an advocate and speaking towards that. One other person who I love as well is Lizzo.
Okay.
Now Lizzo, y'all saw that face she made. How you feel about Lizzo and how she goes about like body positivity, and also when she wore those pants, those assless pants, like is she doing too much, or is people tripping because she plus size? And if it was a skinny woman, would they have made as much noise about that? That's a very big question.
I think they would have made some noise, but not as big of a noise as they did if she wasn't plus size. But I did not like when she did that, because it's like we already trying to get our foot through the door and make a name for ourselves without people just immediately looking at our weight and saying, oh, she ain't good enough. But it's like, you can't do that at an NBA game. You know what I'm saying?
Floor
so
seats
you
though.
Can't do that.
That's tacky.
So
people
it's
kids
like,
there.
Yeah. And I'm real unapologetic in how I move, but I also don't want to like intentionally give something for people to like talk about. And I feel like there was some type of intent with that. It had to be some type of intent.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I believe in Illuminati too, so I'll believe in some other stuff too. But that's just another topic. Right. But yeah, I like Lizzo. I like her music. I like that she is trying to, you know, give us a name. And then also there's not many plus size R&B or pop artists.
Right.
If you really think about it.
True.
So I appreciate her and I love her music, and I think that she's doing an amazing job. I just was not a fan of that stunt at that game.
Yeah,
at
not that
all.
stunt. That stunt you
No.
pulled.
No, I just think just in general, I never even looked like why is she like this big wearing that? It's like, girl, why do you have your ass out at a family function?
She know what she be doing.
If I had my niece or nephew there, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
I feel like there was intent, and I don't like doing stuff for intent, man. You knew what you was doing, so like I just did not like that. If it was a game full of like 21 and up, okay, whatever. Yeah. But real kids be there.
No, for real.
You know,
trying to get the jerseys and the balls, and they gotta look over there
and they like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Especially,
Daddy, what are those? Are those balls?
I hate her. She's so childish. No, like seriously, especially if you were like a fan, a young fan, or a little girl, like that's just not good. And like you said, that's one thing, you gotta move with integrity. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like that's why like social media, I'm sure we could have went even more viral or done, you know, done crazy things, but you risking your integrity, and I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And it caused a whole uproar. Like the comments that I read, and even people just making comments about plus size girls in general, and I'm like, this is what we don't need. You know what I'm saying? We need that good representation, and that just wasn't a good look.
How do you deal with social media and make like people who make comment ignorant things? Like, how do you deal with, or do you even get like crazy comments?
Oh, every day.
Really?
Between Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I've also gotten emails.
Emails?
People have gotten as far as to emailing me hate. Yes.
So my email address is crazy.
Yeah.
No, for real. To take your time.
My email is like, if you know, in your personal
bio,
click it,
But you actually type that bitch in
and send it.
You wrote a subject line.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with it?
So at first, when I started my modeling and kind of getting on social media, it was really a way for me to free myself and for me to just show everyone else it's okay to be out here in these streets and to love yourself and make a name, right? But then I started seeing the comments, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not what I was expecting to see. So before pre-therapy, pre-healing, all that, it used to get to me. Because I'm like, I'm a bad bitch. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no shortage of anybody liking me. So why are you saying this? So I was just so confused. I didn't know where it came from. But then I had to realize people are just miserable.
That's a fact.
And people got real mental health problems that they are not treating. So a lot of times people are just projecting. They'll see somebody who's plus size, who's happy, who's, you know, getting to a bag. They're not plus size, but they're miserable and they're sad. So it's like, why are you so happy? You're a plus size. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be loved. You're not supposed to be happy. So people project.
That's wild.
People project, and people are miserable. So after I just kind of came to that realization, I was just like, you know what? I will block you and keep it moving. So if I have time sometimes, like, I'm like, you know, I got like 20 minutes. So sometimes, right? But for the most part, maybe 98% of the time, I just block and keep it moving. Yeah.
That's good.
It's the best way to handle that, because if you let them get under your skin, then you really start questioning yourself, and you shouldn't do that. Not for some stranger who
start getting in your head.
You know, crazy because we
got 2 followers. Like, get away from me.
We talk about all the time. It could be 1,000 positive comments, but for some reason that negative one should get under our skin so much.
Red,
and then it also speaks to where you're at in your healing, because it's like, if it really got to you that deeply to where you like it affected your whole day, it's some stuff you got to look at yourself. Like, all right, why did that particular comment bother me and shake me for the rest of the day? Why? And that's something you have to really look at too.
And that book, The 4 Agreements, right? There's I forget what it was. You read it, right?
Yeah.
I forget what exactly it said, but it said we only take things personal when we actually kind of feel that way too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like people, like you said, people say stuff all the time, and that's really like because they're going through something, and we only get mad or take it personal when it's deep down inside we
like, damn, maybe they're right about that.
But if you know you got a fresh outfit on and somebody say you ugly, you gonna be like,
bitch, bye.
If you walked out like, damn, this, I don't know, I'm gonna wear it, and then somebody say that, you gonna take it personal or something, you know what I mean? So
that's true though.
But it's important because how you said after healing and after therapy, you were able to deal with that. So that's an encouraging thing for all of us to like. Really, we all got insecurities, and that's okay. But like, we gotta work on ourselves.
All the time,
these
every
people
day.
Gonna rip us apart if not. You know what I mean?
Social media is a dirty game.
Yeah, it is.
But it's beautiful if you want it to be.
Yeah.
I know we already talked about this, but I wanted to kind of go in because I heard something that I never heard before. All right. So you are into porn and you like anime, but a specific kind.
Yeah.
What's the kind you like?
Futanari.
Futanari?
Futanari.
And explain what that is.
So Futanari is basically like 3D anime. It's like hentai.
High tech.
I ain't never heard 3D anime.
But like the girl has like this ginormous like peen, and she's like,
I don't know why I was about to say, what's a peen? I ain't never heard that term.
peen.
Hey, peen is hilarious.
So, but that's kind of what it is, and I don't know why, but I just like, ooh.
So
I ain't
like
never heard of that one. I'm gonna look at that.
they're like dicking a girl down.
Yeah.
But it's 3D, like it's coming at you.
Yeah, and I've watched ones with like Elsa.
Bruh.
Now do you want to build a snowman? Goddamn.
The Little Mermaid. Those are
Hold on, the Little Mermaid don't even got no private parts.
No, they.
How she thinking?
Ariel did. Ariel has some legs now. After a while, remember?
After a while, she did.
Has
Okay.
some legs.
I'm weak. Dang. So
That's interesting.
have you watched anime before?
I've watched anime, but never anime porn. But back in the day, it was a lot of, I don't know why, but there used to be a lot of anime porn that I used to see a lot.
It's
like
been
Dragon
out for
Ball
a
Z,
minute.
like his
It's all in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
What? And that turn you on?
Yeah.
That's
it
lit.
does.
I'm gonna try it out because I love anime. So maybe
I watch that more than
it.
any other category.
Really?
Yeah.
And I can see that too because they do already be like kind of like sexy. You know what I'm saying? They be having a little schoolgirl outfit on the titties. Be like,
Viola good.
I guess I gotta watch it. And then you feel a little. All right. I might feel a little guilty that this is turning me on.
See? You gotta watch it. It's tonight. You and wifey. Just put one on. I can send you one. Y'all want me to send you a link?
Yeah. No, for real.
I'll send you a link.
I want to see like what it's in for.
Hey,
I'll
I'll be thinking sometimes, right? Like, I hope nobody go through my search history, right?
Ooh.
Because even for interviews, preparing for I ain't gonna lie, I typed that in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, if somebody, if my wife just grabbed my phone and
like,
was
what the f*** are you looking up?
Yeah, you ain't.
You got some explaining you gotta do real quick. Like, hold on now.
How do I explain this? But, okay.
I don't know what it is, y'all.
But I'm happy you talking about, because somebody might feel like, I can't say I'm into this, or I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
No, that's different.
Y'all, we gonna add the link in our description.
Yeah, because we all gotta watch it. We're a family here.
You.
If we watch it, y'all gotta watch it. Yeah.
What's up, ladies? We are taking over Miami for Magic City, Miami. We got the flyest ladies in the building, the hottest DJs, best performers. You do not want to miss it for an unforgettable weekend. This is an exclusive event for women who love women. Everybody from all over the country will be partying with us, so make sure you party with us too. We'll see you May 16th to the 19th in Magic City, Miami.
I know you're 90% women, 10% men, but I know you're, bisexual.
Yeah.
So there's a question that we ask up here often, and I just want to get your opinion on it. All right.
Okay.
So when you're first dating someone, at what point, if at any point, are you disclosing that you're bisexual, and do you feel like that's something that needs to be brought to the table, or is it kind of like you need to just figure that shit out yourself?
Oh, immediately? I tell you. Like, it could be within like the first conversation of us getting to know each other. I think that needs to be disclosed, because sometimes who I'm dating, they probably not like, oh no. And then also, y'all know y'all lesbians don't really like us bisexual girls like that. Y'all know it's a thing. It's a thing. So if I'm dating a girl and I'm telling her that we just having a great conversation, I never told her like, I done something with a man, I still deal with men, that's gonna piss her off. I feel like that's something I feel like you need to say, because why not? Why what's the purpose of like keeping that from someone?
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. And we had a conversation like this before, right? And I was saying something about bisexual women, and somebody was like, "No bisexual bashing or whatever." And I just want to make this clear:
we're not bashing.
No, we're not.
It's all in fun, but I don't think it's bash.
I've been traumatized from a bisexual woman, so yeah, my perspective is a little different.
Yeah,
because like she wasn't dealing for baby dad for years, and he wasn't. And then she went back to him. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not bashing, but my shit come from being traumatized for real. I'm gonna be clear about that because it ain't nothing about it. But I do like how you said that because it's nothing wrong with it, but allow somebody to choose if that's what they want to deal with, or if they're okay with it. If they might not have no issue with it at all,
right?
But let them have
that decision. Yeah.
See, I told them they should be disclosing that. I told a few people up there because we was talking also about bisexual men and how if they don't say anything and you find out that this man is having sex with men.
You at Bulldogs, so you like
okay, shout out to Bulldogs. I be fucking with Bulldogs.
I'm weak.
Hey, if you ain't ever been to Bulldogs in Atlanta, you got to go there. The Casamigos be like $5.
I might go tonight.
Yeah, for real. Bulldogs be lit. And I do want to say one more thing too about the bisexual because what we had to learn. And it was hard for us to try to learn this. We learn up here. It's like an educational place.
Yeah.
It ain't sometimes about a person being like bisexual, but like their character. So yeah, like I might have gone through something bad with like a bisexual woman or a lesbian or a film or a stud. It don't mean that I gotta be like all studs ain't shit.
Yeah.
All films ain't shit. All bisexual. It really be the person, like the character of the person. It really don't got nothing to do with like their sexual orientation. It's the character of the person.
But again, that's why I didn't say it again because I ain't say it before.
Yeah.
That you gotta always be in a constant state of healing every single day of your life.
Correct.
So if you was pissed off at so and so a couple months ago, it's kind of like, all right, I need to kind of. She good.
Healed and married.
Look, she wiped up. Okay.
Healed, married, and happy. That's gonna be your memoir.
Okay.
Healed, married, and happy, bitch. Write the book.
We love it. But I think if you're in a constant state of healing, a lot of the stuff that she was pissed off about 6 months ago, it's not gonna bother you today. So I think people jumped to relationships a little too soon and they ain't healed from the other situation, so now you carrying that trauma on to the next person and they don't got no malice. So you treating them a certain type of way, you prejudging them, they probably like, dang, I'm just trying to love your ass. So I think that you always, every single day, it's like, check yourself, you know what I'm saying? If I'm still pissed off about this girl, you know what,
I feel that and I agree, but sometimes people don't realize that things are triggering. Like even with my ex that did that, I am 100% over her and everything, right? But even to this show, I ain't realized like, yo, I might feel a little more intense about that because that's triggering, like getting played and shit. And even in relationships, that's why communication's so big, is because somebody might trigger something an ex did and you didn't even realize that's something you ain't healed from. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't know either.
And then it might take you a minute to realize why. It might take you a minute to realize, oh, I already went through this. You know, like it might just set you off and you might trip or something. And then you think like, this is why, because this bitch did it this type of way and is making me feel like that, even though it might not be that same. You know what I mean? It's deep out here, but it all comes down to the healing, like you said,
and checking yourself.
And you only learn as you get older, because I had to go through that too, like realizing that I do got triggers, like, and stop assuming that a person knows without me telling them that I have certain triggers. So like I'm sitting up here getting upset with you, but you don't even really know that like from a kid I might have had some trauma and it's affecting where I am today in our relationship. So I do think it is important for us all to really sit back and be like, wait a minute, why am I feeling like that? Is it something that I went through? Is it you? So it's all a part of learning and growing.
That trigger, let's say y'all was together, right? And you was doing something that was triggering her. It don't necessarily need to be something you're doing wrong. Right?
That part too.
And that's the thing is why communication and trusting your partner is so big, because it's like you're not necessarily doing something wrong, but it's taking me somewhere that don't feel good. Even like this is a very deep, like too deep, but like that I learned, like let's say you got sexually assaulted at 10. That man might have had a cologne on, right? And you might be around another man that has that cologne and you don't even remember it's the cologne, but for some reason you don't mess with this man. Like Yo, I don't like him. I don't, and you don't even realize it's the cologne.
Yep.
But it could be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And he like,
yeah, what? You
what the hell?
my cologne?
You know, I
weird.
will smell good today.
Yeah. So that's the thing, and it takes a lot of thinking, a lot of communication because, yo, you're not doing nothing wrong, but it don't make me feel good because it makes me, you know what I mean? So that's deep, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
We
That's
up here
deep.
preaching
I
to
need
y'all
a shot.
Communication.
Okay.
Sorry. You heal, girl.
It's okay.
Right, you heal. So it sounds like you've been working on yourself and, you know, getting better and all that good stuff. So when it comes to dating, because I saw something in the comments that you wrote, and I'm going to ask you about it. So I'm assuming you're single.
I am.
Okay, I see you shooting your shot at Woody.
She fine.
Okay, but she a stud, so like you said you don't normally date like studs. So like did you shoot your shot at Woody? Because I could put the word in for you like, yo.
I didn't shoot my shot at
Why
Woody.
not?
I told y'all the hype gotta die down first.
Okay.
You know, I was reading those comments. I was like,
they was loving Woody.
all right, I'm gonna wait. in true Aquarius fashion, baby, we don't.
Yeah.
And
we
she
gotta
did
wait.
say she liked plus size women.
I definitely saw that.
I heard that.
She did say she got
I saw that
catfish
part.
one time though by a
She
600-pound woman.
That was
I
crazy.
was like, damn, that's
Yeah.
gotta be tragic.
What advice do you got for people like shooting their shot in DMs? Like, how do you go about it?
Don't lead with sex.
Thank you.
Like, I'm
You
gonna block you.
Bro,
Like,
thank you.
please don't do that. Like, I am blocking you.
Yes.
Like, first of all, ask me how I am first. I like somebody who asks me, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Think about it. Anybody shooting your shot, when the last time they actually said, how are you doing today? They might just be something like, what's up, you sexy?
Right.
Okay, and now what's next? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, people need to work on how they approach people. Folks ain't smooth no more. It's just no game. I don't like people who don't got no game. You gotta be a little
30
smooth.
plus answer right there.
For real.
Yes, you gotta be
21.
smooth.
What's up, baby? What you doing
I
tonight?
used to put
Right.
basketballs in people's DMs.
You thought you were so smooth, wasn't you? It's people.
It worked.
It's people just heard going down.
Basketball. I'm shooting. I was at the free throw line. I was dunking. It worked a few times.
I'm not
though.
gonna lie, I kind of would laugh at that.
Yeah.
I would laugh. I'm like, okay, what's up?
Y'all can use that. Shoot y'all shot. Put a basketball in somebody's
Oh my
DMs and see what it means.
Make
They
me
gonna like,
laugh.
"What you
You
wanna
make me
hoop?"
laugh, then okay.
Start a
Yeah.
conversation type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, I'm loving this. All right. So I know also, in addition to you being an advocate for plus size women, you're also an advocate for mental health.
Yes.
So let's talk about something real quick. So let's talk about just your struggles with mental health and how you were able to overcome.
Oh, yes. I have had depression and anxiety since I was like 13. This is when I knew something was off, and I was in counseling with school, like probably from that time all the way up until today. I've been in therapy off and on.
Okay.
Did I take a huge break between the college days? I did, because I was partying, having a good time. Didn't think I needed it, but I was probably like bad off like right when I got out of college. So that was like a bad space. But like going through that, and then also just trying to have a platform, and you just trying to show people it's okay to be yourself. And then deep down inside, you like, but I hate how the hell I am now. How the hell I'm about to tell these other people that they need to love themselves, and I don't like myself right now. So, man, therapy has changed my life. Like, I can't even begin to tell y'all. And I push this for everyone. This is even if you feel like you're in a good space, because it's good to have maintenance. You might have a thought last week. You're not depressed, so you're not gonna mix you depressed. But last week you like, damn man, am I good enough? Get that, check that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's okay to have maintenance, even if you're fine. But like having that, and then also having a good support system has been that has meant so much to me. Like my best friends, my mama, my daddy, like everyone is just so supportive. I know y'all know about the whole attempt that I had like a year or so ago.
We'll talk about it because they don't know that you did try to attempt to suicide.
Okay, so we'll talk about that again. But just having that support system is needed. You know what I'm saying? Don't go seeking that from a lover. Don't go seeking that from social media. Seek that from your support system, the people who've been there, the people who've been riding for you. Your therapy, people need to seek that. And there's resources. I think people think it's expensive. It is expensive, but there are. I know you think it's expensive. You're right about that. But there are also so many resources out there that can pay for your therapy.
Okay.
So I think me even just pushing that and trying to help people to find their resources, like, man, you need some help, I can find you some help. But I think people need to acknowledge that they need the help first.
Correct.
So yeah.
So what are some things that came up in therapy that you may, if you feel comfortable sharing it, like that came up that you may have not been aware was the reason why you may have had depression, anxiety, and all of these feelings?
People pleasing. That was a huge thing that I've been navigating through, because I did not know that I was a master people pleaser. Everything that I did, whether it was what I drank, what I wore, how I moved, where I went, it was all about, am I satisfying someone else? Am I pleasing this person? And I forgot to think about myself. Okay. So when I kept pouring into other people and pouring, when I was reaching for something for myself, there was nothing in that cup. So that's been a huge thing that I've been having to like navigate through. I'm really good now where I'm just like, I don't give a about you. I'm about to do this.
Yourself first.
You know what I'm saying? I've been putting myself first. But for God, my whole life, I would say I've been a people pleaser. So that was a big thing that I needed to like navigate through.
Yeah.
And you said you've been in therapy for quite some time, so and it was helping, you would say, for the most part, or?
Yeah, but it you have to stay consistent with it.
Consistent.
So I do know that there was moments where I went years without going, and those are the years that I needed it. So I think you got to stay consistent with it, or at least have something that is you're getting some type of guidance from, some type of support from, so you're always in a good space. You got people that's checking in on you, so just kind of got to keep those people around you.
So it's crazy because I had somebody very close to me that like got crazy anxiety and like really low out of nowhere, right? And then they went to therapy, and they went to therapy consistent. I'm talking about they had to go a couple times a week for a while, right? And they started getting better. But then it was kind of like group therapy, where like once you started getting a little better, everybody around you in this group it'd be new people coming in, so like they're just letting go of their trauma, and now it's like put on you kind of, because you're in a group, so now you kind of get sad over other people's stories, whatever. Yeah. So they stopped doing therapy, right? But they realized they were sadder than ever because with the therapy, like, it breaks you down, right? I feel like it breaks you down to build you back up. Yeah. And you can't go and be inconsistent, like you said, because now you can actually be at a lower point, even though you got to break something down to build back up. You know what I mean? And I was telling them, like, yo, you got to get back in there because, like, and how you said, like, it's okay to go when you feel okay. You know what I mean? But it's keeping you at that consistent level. You know, and I think that's important for everybody to know, because I think people feel like they only need it when they're at their lowest point. You know what I mean? Where like, yo,
gotta keep going.
Yeah, and it's just like, if you're fit, that don't mean stop going to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep going.
Like, your car needs oil changes even if it runs smooth. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think people don't put as much, well, now I think it's kind of getting a little bit better where everybody's accepting the whole mental health part of their life, but people have focused so much about their physical and they forget the mental part of things. So even with like plus size women, you can want to get out there and lose the weight, but your mental is stopping you. You know what I'm saying? So that has to be there in order to transform into the physical, I think. I think the mental is way more important than the physical health. So, yeah, just staying consistent, Yeah,
facts.
So, you did get to a very dark place.
I did.
A point after even putting in the work, you attempted suicide.
I did.
So, can we talk about, like, where you at in your mental around that time, how you are today, type of thing?
So first of all, thank you for giving me the platform to do this, because this is so important to me. So in that time, I was like in a very, very dark space. Like, my career wasn't going the way that I wanted to, even though everybody outside was like, "You doing a great job." I was like, I ain't doing shit.
Followers popping.
You know what I'm saying? It's steadily going up. I'm getting booked, and the whole time I'm just like dead in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? I was just not there. Just because somebody say you're doing good don't mean you're doing good. You gotta feel that shit for yourself. So I was in a very dark space. So I think I was planning it for like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a whole thought about it, planned it, and then I like knew what I was gonna do as far as my belongings. So I got all my affairs in order. So I was ready, and I got so comfortable with it to where I was just like, I think I'm kind of good with this. it wasn't even like I felt sad about it. I was just very accepting that I was ready to go to the next part of life. I was like, this ghetto out here. I'm ready to go.
And you wasn't doing therapy that whole time?
Nope.
Okay.
I was like in a bad situation with somebody that was dating, so that didn't help either. Career wasn't going the way that I wanted it to. I had the support system. I had friends that I kind of confided in and kind of tell them like, hey, I got some, today not a good day for me. They're like, I'm about to come over. So I have friends that were supportive, but they can only do so much. I had to do the work, and I wasn't doing the work.
Yeah, nobody can really check. Like, that's another thing. Like, people can't really get you out of that funk.
Yeah.
Like, when you're depressed, and I want to say this before you go into detail. Like, you was talking about earlier. Like, please don't put that on your partner or your best friend. All your depression. Not like you can let them know and stuff, but they're not professionals. And they can only do so much, and they feel very guilty. They want to be there for you, but like they can't help. Like, you need to help yourself in a sense. They can support you, like you said, support system, but like they ain't going to heal you.
And
you
a
know
lot
what
of it don't really know what to even say to you. So what they say might not even be what you need to hear.
Right.
And you just took what they said, like, okay, well, my friend said that this is what needs to happen, and you're trying to go based off of that. But it's like, that wasn't even the right thing you needed to hear right now. So, no, you got to seek the professionals who got the degrees, who've been doing this, who knows how to, like, give people, that space and, like, hey, let's talk this out. Let's figure out what we need to do next. So that has to be there.
So you actually try to follow through with this attempt?
Yeah, I did.
So can you talk about like what or you don't want to talk about?
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that part yet. I haven't really kind of discussed how. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go into details about that. But I did follow through where I attempted. I don't know how deep I can go with it.
It's all right. No pressure.
But yeah, and I did have a hospital stay, so I was, gone for like 7 days. So that was a whole thing that I dealt with, and I haven't touched on that with anyone either. Some people ask, and I'm like, that was crazy. But like,
hospital stay, like in a mental facility.
Yeah.
So what were they doing? Like pump you up with like different?
Yeah, I was on meds the moment I got there. Yeah. I'm still on meds now.
Do the meds help? Because we do hear different things about them, and I've dealt with people who have been on the meds, and I can see the mood swings, and I can tell when they're on it because they feel okay, and then when they're off it, they're very agitated and very irritated. So what has been your experience with the medication that you have been prescribed?
So it has helped me a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when I got out the hospital and I was like focused on healing, because in that time you're in recovery, just like somebody who is an addict off of like drugs. You get off of those drugs, you're in recovery. So I needed to be on those meds because I was very fragile at that point, especially when I got out. Like, nothing looked the same to me. So like the meds really, really helped me. It kept me level-headed. It kept me, focused, and made me was like, okay, I feel a little bit good today. I feel like I want to try to have a better day today. So it helped. Now, I did try to wing myself off.
And what, do you mind sharing what you were prescribed?
Yes, so I'm on Vistarol for anxiety, and I'm on Wellbutrin for depression.
Okay.
So Vistarol helps with more anxiety attacks too. It acts fast. So that has really helped because I've had a history of anxiety attacks. Like, I would just get so riled up that I would kind of like, how people get angry that they start crying? Yeah. That's how my anxiety was. Okay. So that is super helpful.
And people don't even realize, we don't talk about it enough. Like, we just started talking about it. Like, people don't even realize that's anxiety. Yeah. Like, they think, oh, this is how I am. I'll be tripping, or I can't, something wrong with me. No, it's a real thing.
You got anxiety, boo. You flipping out right now because of all these thoughts going through, and you like, oh, I'm about to go do this. Oh, you can't gain control of your thoughts, and your heart pounding. You don't know what to do next. You probably have an anxiety attack, boo.
And there's a solution for that. And I think so many people live with just like, yo, this is how I am. Whereas not like you can get help.
Yeah. I actually have fidget toys now. There's actually a fidget toy in my purse. I wish I could show y'all right now, but I have fidget toys. So if I'm feeling a little anxious, I've already taken my meds, so I don't want to take them. I can't. It's like a window between when I can take them. Yeah. So if I'm feeling a little agitated, or I'm about to approach something that I might be a little nervous about, I got fidget toys. So there's one on my keychain. I kind of like pop the fidget toy, and it kind of keeps me focused on popping the toy, and then it helps me to kind of like calm down. So even that fidget toy was like 50 cents. And I got another fidget toy I just got from TikTok shop, and I love it so bad.
To the TikTok shop.
Oh my God, I love it so bad. But yeah, having those gadgets and little things just to kind of really keep you in a good space.
Yeah, and another thing about medicine, like I said, I have somebody close to me that's kind of going through it that, like, first of all, you might not find the right medicine right away, right? They might have, so some people like, that ain't work for me. There's no, you have to test stuff out, and you low-key gotta go through the period of like, this might make you this way, this, like, they actually was having dreams about people that they lost every night. And then you waking up you're waking up more depressed, but then when you look, when you even see these commercials, suffering from more depression or whatever, like, it's a true thing. And before you think, yo, I'm going crazy, yo, it might just be the meds. Just talk to your doctor, try to get a lower dosage or something.
I definitely went through that. Definitely. The meds I have now are perfect for me, but they tried to give me Lexapro. If anybody knows about Lexapro
and Zoloft, I heard a lot about those.
Yeah, they never gave me Zoloft. I was very happy about that. But Wellbutrin is that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very sought after from what I hear. But I was on Lexapro, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I had no sex drive.
Not the sex drive. Hold on now.
Sex drive.
Y'all not about to take that away from me. Not the sex drive.
And I'm like, oh, this is not going to happen. So I had an appointment with my psychiatrist. I was, at this point, seeing my psychiatrist like once a week. Okay. So I hit her up, and I'm like, this is not... I don't want to be on this no more. And she's like, well, is it working? I said, yeah, but I don't have no sex drive, so it's not working. Right. So she really tried so hard, because she's one of those, like, psychiatrists is like, if it's working, I don't care about nothing else, right? Okay. No, sweetheart.
You should care about this.
You need to care about this because it's going to make me even more depressed.
Serial killers and everything.
I want to see Michael.
You don't understand. Bitch, if I'm not hog-tied by tomorrow,
I'm flipping some shit over. Okay. So yeah, she switched me out of it. Okay. After I begged her, but yeah, what I'm on now is like perfect.
Yeah. That's dope, and it's important for people to know it takes some time, and you gotta be willing to communicate those little things. That you can't just think I just lost my sex drive. Like, a lot of it got to do with this medication.
Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't anything else. I knew it was those meds. Oh no, baby.
So they ain't even like me. They ain't even like me. You know what I'm saying?
No, change that right now.
So within that year time, because that happened like last year, like, how have you got through that, and like, what advice you got for anybody that has attempted or considering it?
Yeah, I think that you have to recognize the space that you're in, and you have to know that there are millions of other people out there who are suffering from the same thing. Now, granted, your situation might be different, but there's help. There's people out there, and it's always good to speak up and tell people when you're going through something. Don't hold that and don't try to say, oh, I can do it by myself. You cannot do it by yourself. I don't care what nobody say. You can be as headstrong as possible, but you're depressed and you're suicidal, you are not going to be able to get through that by yourself. So they have to know that. They have to be able to say, you know what, I got to get this together. You know, I want to see tomorrow. I love my family. I don't want my child to be without me. These are things that you really have to process and be like, I have to get in a better space. So I think the first biggest thing is you have to recognize that something is wrong, and you got to say something. Don't ever keep it to yourself. Yeah. So, but throughout this entire year, it has probably been the most beautiful year that I've experienced in a very long time. Good. So I've been abstinent, so that's been a beautiful thing.
Woo. How long?
A year.
Oh, a year has been.
Yeah.
She over there tied up like.
Do you still use toys?
Yeah.
Okay, because some people be saying like you can still use toys.
Yeah. So the abstinent part has been.
Lost her rose in the car. What the hell? Look.
But so abstinence has really helped. The sobriety, even though that's 21, I'm 21 days without anything. But I did go 90 days without alcohol in the summer. I did 90 days no alcohol. Dope. So I was like making huge changes in my life. I was looking at the people around me. I'm like, nope, that feels weird. Gotta go. Yeah. And I wasn't sorry about it. So I made sure I looked at the people in my circle. If you wasn't there riding with me through this recovery process, then we're not gonna work out. So I've just been very big on my energy and my space. If that don't feel right, it ain't right. If it look like a goddamn duck, it's a duck.
Okay, quack quack.
Okay. so I'm just I'm in a really even right now I'm in such a beautiful,
that's good,
spiritual space in my life. So I'm just like so in love. I love my life every single day. I'm like, thank you, God. That's the first thing that I say. Thank you, God. I don't even know what I'm thankful for, but thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's recovery take a long time, y'all. But when you go through it and you start to see yourself again, I've had to unlearn so much shit and relearn things. Like, damn, that ain't even the person I am anymore. The person that I was last year is not the same person that's sitting in front of you. So when I tell you the recovery process was long, but it was very raw and it was needed. So that's
so anybody, like when you go through depression, for some reason, you don't see no end to it. Like, you think you're stuck in that, and that is encouraging to anybody going through it. Like, y'all, like, get some help, and you could be even better than you was before you even got depressed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people feel like, yo, the storm don't last forever, but they feel like it do, and that's encouraging, because it's very hard to tell a depressed person like it ain't gonna be like this forever.
Yep, I didn't think that I was gonna see today. Yeah. Even when I got out the hospital, I was just like, wow. Yeah. I did not know I was supposed to be out this big shit.
Was it like reassuring, like you're here for a reason?
For a reason, yep. And now every time, wherever you're at, you are literally where you are supposed to be at.
Come on now.
Everywhere you're at, you are supposed to be where you're at. So I am practicing being more intentional and being more present. I'm not trying to be in my head, okay, what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm trying to actually live in the space that I'm in the moment. So that's
what's up.
But we have you here, girl.
No, I really appreciate you sharing that story, because I know for like the black community, people don't think that we go through this stuff.
Black and gay, for real.
We don't have those things. They don't think that that's a real thing. You get what I'm saying? They think it's like something that somebody's just being over exaggerating about, or just in their feelings about. And it's like, no, this is real. So that's why I really appreciate you speaking on it, because where I'm from, Cincinnati, there was a time in my city where there were multiple suicides. Young people, black people. And we from the hood, we like, yo, like, we don't hear about, we don't hear about that in everyday life.
They like to think it's some white people stuff.
They make it like it's some white people shit. And it's like, I appreciate you speaking on it, because it makes people want to look into getting help and seeing what they can do to better themselves, and to not ignore the signs that they know are there, because everybody else is telling them that everything will get okay. Like, that's easier said than done. Yeah. And that's why even when you're also on the flip side, like dealing with someone that's dealing with depression, it's hard for them too as well. You don't know what to say to them. Yeah. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So I've been on that side of having to deal with people that have been going through depression, and I don't be knowing what to do. I don't know how to show up for them.
You don't got to say nothing. You just got to be there.
Just be there physically.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. A lot of times, we're not looking for no words. There's nothing you can really say. Right. You know what I'm saying? When they're there, you just got to be there.
If you're going through depression, you don't have to know the answers. That's why you need help. You know what I mean? Like, you need help. Like, if you knew the answers, you would cure yourself, but we don't know the answers. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't try to just do it by yourself. Try to get over it. Like, no, you need help. Yeah. So that's very important.
Shout out to you. I've loved you since the first day I met you.
You know I rock with you.
You know what I'm saying? I've loved your energy. I loved your confidence. I would have never thought you was going through any of this. I met you like 2-3 years ago or something like that. So to hear you speak your truth, and then I think it's relatable to people as well. Like, just because I got followers and I'm doing this and I'm doing content, don't mean I'm not
deep stuff.
A human being like
depression. It's not like an actual term, but that's really what it is. You've been depressed for so long, you just learn how to live with it until it get to a really dark space where you're like, damn, I'm in the corner now. What am I supposed to do? But you done mastered how to like mask it. So
shout out to you. All right, so we're gonna do guidance from the gay gods to lighten the tone before we leave here today. And I hope y'all just learn more than anything. As always, we're just here to inform y'all and put out positive energy out there to y'all. So I hope y'all have received that, all of our gabies. Yeah. We receive your energy.
Look. Okay, bitch.
Namaste. Namaste.
Look.
Guidance from the gay guy. Guidance from the gay guy.
So guidance from the gay guys is when our viewers write in and ask us for some advice. I think this will fit perfectly with you. And this is nice and simple and easy, all right?
Okay.
We don't always give the best advice, but we give advice. We
keep
try.
It too real.
We keep it 100 up here.
I never say
that, girl. Understood.
Yeah.
That's the advice.
How do I get back into the dating world after healing?
Oh, damn.
Look, she's like, bitch, I've been celibate for a year. I can't help you with this.
How do you get back into the dating once you have healed?
Woo!
That's a good question.
That's deep.
That is really, really deep. Yeah, I think the advice that I would have to do, because like, what are you healing from? That's the first thing.
Okay.
Right. I always feel like we needed more information. Yeah.
Yeah, because like, are you healing from a bad relationship? Are you healing from some depression? Are you healing from, did you OD on some alcohol? Like, what are you actually healing from? Mm-hmm. So if you in that good space where you're like, I'm ready to actually date someone and get out there, then I think that's good. You're in a right time to do that. But I still, dating apps is still out there. That's not really a good way to really date. Y'all,
You don't think so?
Really know. I don't.
You don't like the dating apps?
I've met some good people, and I have a lot of friends from these apps, but it's also just weird.
It is.
We had a person up here that was just like, a lot of people in there just trying to.
Yeah, about 90% of them.
That's
me
crazy.
Being nice. So
that's me being nice.
Yeah. But I don't really know how you get in the dating field. I just think that you need to make sure that you're ready.
I agree.
Are you still holding on to some stuff your ex did?
Yeah.
Are you still thinking like, oh, he gonna lie?
Well,
she gonna lie, or they gonna lie? You know what I'm saying? If you still thinking that, you're not ready to date.
Yeah. Right.
You're not.
Or once you actually start, so the person like get out there and see if you're triggered by every single thing.
Yeah.
Because if every single thing is still triggering, then you might not be as healed as you think. But I think the way to actually get back to doing it is just doing it simply. Like getting back out there, get your strap wet. It's like it's what we like to say here.
And don't take one.
Go get your strap wet.
I like that. And don't just take one bad situation after you've healed and just think that, oh, okay, that's how everybody is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't think that, because there's a lot of people who ain't shit out there. You're gonna run into some.
It takes some time.
Yeah, and you're gonna continue to run into them. This is just life. So I don't think having just one bad situation after you've started getting back into the dating field that you should just quit. Like, no, keep going.
Yeah, them bad situations is like taking bad meds.
Okay.
You gotta keep working through these meds.
I should get there, Mr. Miyagi. I'm like, yeah.
You see what I did?
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Go be a hoe. This is what I really wanted to say. Go be a hoe. Get outside.
I am a supporter of the whole face.
I love the whole face.
I am a supporter of it.
Go do it.
Please.
Hey, live your best life.
And safely.
Yeah, facts. And just know your self-worth. I think that's a big thing too, because once you are healed and know your worth, you don't even settle for
it hit different, right?
Like, some red flags, you don't ignore them bitches. No. Because I tell y'all, 9 times out of 10, that first night, that first day, when they say like they forgot their wallet, don't think that's a coincidence. That's a red flag.
Red flag. You ain't forgot your damn wallet. Especially now that we got this here thing called tap.
Come on.
What about that tap?
You don't got that in your phone?
Come on now.
I know you do.
They just got that EBT on their phone. Do you have your EBT?
No, I tried to add it, but they said I couldn't add it. But I would love y'all to add the EBT to the tap, because that would also be more clutch.
So I know on the tap, I think I went to Walmart. Me and my nephew stocked up, and they ain't even had a tap.
Oh, Walmart don't got the tap.
Oh, yeah.
They make you download the app, and then you got to add your card.
The Kroger on
Kroger.
Y'all Plastic Shopper don't have a tap.
You
paying the Kroger on
the one on How Mill too though. Or maybe they got it now.
They got it because
I
I stay like right by there, so they do have a tap at that Kroger.
Bro, one day before they had it, I had a grocery cart full of groceries, thinking I'm about to eat, and I couldn't even get my. I didn't even go back. I was so mad. I lived 5 minutes away from there. I didn't even go back. I was that upset.
Yeah, they didn't update. They updated some things.
Yeah, but get back out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't get in your head too much about it.
Yeah.
Just get back out there.
Well, listen, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for being open, shining light on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We're going to be taught how to be hog-tied. I just want.
Let me hog tie you on the show one day. I want to hog tie eXeL, y'all. Her little skinny butt. Gonna be like,
wifey gonna be waiting at home.
Okay, I want the neck. I want to do my wife with the joint behind the neck, like you said. Yeah.
Yep.
Send us a link to that. We'll put that in the description too. Okay. All right, y'all.
It's the No Homo Show.
Thank you.
Whole lot of gay shit. Whole lot of gay. I like that.
Boss Britt. We certified. And DJ eXeL.